The rain has been falling for hours now. The road behind you has slowly disappeared beneath the mist. The forest has grown quiet. Only the sound of gentle rain and the whisper of the wind through the pine trees remain to guide your way. You've walked farther than you ever intended. Your boots are heavy. The evening air has turned cold, and somewhere deep inside you begin to wonder if you've lost your way. Then, through the trees, a single warm light appears. Another follows, and another. Soft lanterns glow against the darkness as though they have been waiting for someone to arrive. Perhaps they had been waiting for you. So come in from the rain. Leave the road behind, if only for a little while. The fire is warm, the tea is ready, and tonight, for the very first time, welcome to the Wandering Inn. For a moment, you simply stand beneath the rain. The warm light beyond the trees feels almost impossible, yet it is there, steady, quiet, waiting. You leave the muddy road behind and step onto a narrow path. Soft moss cushions each footstep. The scent of pine and fresh rain fills the cool evening air. No sign tells you where this path leads. No voices call your name. Only the gentle glow of lanterns swaying softly between the trees invites you forward. With every step, the sounds of the forest begin to change. The wind grows quieter. The rain becomes softer. Somewhere ahead, you hear the faint crackle of burning firewood. It is the first warm sound you have heard all day. The path bends gently to the left. A small wooden bridge crosses a peaceful stream. The water flows so quietly that it almost feels as though the forest itself is holding its breath. You cross the bridge and continue walking. Then you see it. An old inn resting peacefully beneath the towering pines. Warm amber light shines from every window. Thin ribbons of smoke rise from a tall stone chimney. Two lanterns sway beside a weathered wooden door. For reasons you cannot explain, it feels less like discovering a place and more like finally arriving where you were always meant to be. You climb the 3 worn wooden steps. The old timber creaks softly beneath your feet. For a brief moment, you stand before the weathered door. Its surface bears countless scratches left behind by years of wandering travelers. You reach for the iron handle. It feels cool against your hand. You hesitate. Then, with the gentlest push, the door slowly opens. Soft, warm air welcomes you at once. The scent of burning oak fills the room. Fresh bread, wild honey, a hint of cinnamon, and herbs quietly steeping in a kettle near the fire. Without realizing it, you take a long, slow breath. The weight of the road begins to melt away. Wonder,
The fire burns peacefully inside a large stone hearth. Its golden light dances across old wooden beams, darkened by countless winters. Shelves filled with well-loved books line the walls. Tiny clay pots hold fresh herbs. Tiny wildflowers rest in simple glass bottles upon the windowsills. Nothing feels grand. Everything feels cared for. Pause. The rain continues outside, softly tapping against the windows. Inside, only gentle silence remains. The fire crackles. The kettle quietly sings. Somewhere above, old floorboards sigh beneath slow footsteps. No one seems to be in a hurry. For the first time in many days, neither are you. Your eyes slowly wander across the room. Only then do you notice someone standing behind the old wooden counter. He does not seem surprised to see you. In fact, it almost feels as though he's been expecting you all along. He quietly polishes a well-worn wooden mug. His movements are slow, careful, unhurried, as though time itself carries little importance inside these walls. He looks like an ordinary innkeeper, a simple linen shirt, a dark wool vest, a long brown apron carrying the faint scent of cedarwood and dried herbs. Nothing about him asks for attention, yet somehow it is difficult to look away. Perhaps it is the calm in his eyes, or the quiet smile that never seems forced, or perhaps it is the feeling that he has welcomed thousands of travelers before you and remembers every single one of them. Without asking your name, without asking where you have come from, he reaches for the kettle resting beside the fire. Steam rises gently into the warm air. He chooses a simple ceramic cup, pours the tea, and carries it to your table. He sets the cup down with a gentle smile. "Welcome," he says softly. "I've been expecting someone tonight." His voice is warm enough to quiet every thought that still lingers from the road. Then he gives a small nod toward the empty chair beside the fire. "Please, make yourself comfortable." You take a seat beside the fire. The old wooden chair is warm, as though someone had been sitting there only moments ago. You wrap your hands around the cup. Its gentle warmth slowly returns feeling to your fingers. The fragrant steam carries notes of chamomile, mountain mint, wild honey, and something you cannot quite recognize. You take a careful sip. The tea is unlike anything you have ever tasted. It is warm without being too hot, sweet without being too rich, comforting in a way that is difficult to explain. For a brief moment, you forget how tired you are. The innkeeper quietly returns behind the counter. He does not interrupt the silence. He simply places another piece of firewood into the hearth. The flames rise for a moment, then settle once more into a gentle glow. Outside, the rain continues to fall. Inside, time seems to slow with every passing breath. After a while, the innkeeper looks toward you again. "There is no need to hurry here," he says with a quiet smile. "The road will still be waiting when morning comes." He pauses for a moment before adding, "But tonight you may simply rest." For reasons you cannot explain, those simple words feel exactly like what you needed to hear. As you finish the last sip of tea, you find yourself looking toward the windows. Beyond the rain-speckled glass, The forest has become little more than shadows and lantern light. A quiet question finds its way into your thoughts. How did I find this place? The innkeeper smiles. It is the kind of smile that suggests he has heard the same question many times before. Most people ask that eventually, he says softly, but very few discover the answer. He gently folds a clean cloth and places it upon the counter. This inn has never been easy to find. It never follows the same road twice. Some travelers search for years and never see it. Others find it without ever knowing they were looking. You glance toward the door. So where are we? The innkeeper lets out a quiet chuckle. I've stopped trying to answer that question. Sometimes we rest beside the northern mountains, sometimes beside a silent lake, and sometimes he looks toward the dancing firelight. We are exactly where we are needed. No map hangs on the wall. No crest marks the beams above the hearth. No sign tells you which kingdom lies beyond the forest. For the first time you realize, perhaps this inn does not belong to any kingdom at all.
The innkeeper quietly places the empty cup back upon the counter. For a little while, neither of you speaks. Only the fire fills the silence with its gentle crackle. Then he looks toward the old bookshelf beside the hearth. It stretches almost from floor to ceiling. Every shelf is filled with worn, leather-bound journals. Some are thick, some are thin. Some look far older than the inn itself. You follow his gaze. There are so many, you say. He nods gently. Every one of them belongs to a guest. You look at the shelves again. They left their books here? A quiet smile returns to his face. No, they left their stories. The words linger in the warm air, almost as though the inn itself has whispered them. The innkeeper walks to the bookshelf and carefully runs his fingers along the old spines. No one pays for a room with gold alone. Not here. When a traveler is ready, he says, they leave behind a story, a memory, a lesson, a joy, a regret, something that deserves to be remembered. He gently rests one hand upon an old journal, and in return, the inn remembers them. For a moment, the room feels even quieter than before. You find yourself wondering if one day a story of your own might find its place upon those shelves. Your eyes drift slowly across the shelves once more. There are hundreds of journals, perhaps even thousands. No two are exactly alike. Some are wrapped in faded green cloth. Others are bound in dark leather, worn smooth by time. A few are so old that their titles have long since disappeared. Does every journal tell a different story, you ask? The innkeeper smiles. Every journey is different, so every story is different. He carefully lifts one of the oldest journals from the shelf. Its cover is cracked with age. Its pages have turned the color of autumn leaves, yet he does not open it. Some stories speak of forgotten kingdoms. He gently returns the journal to its place. Others tell of forests where the trees remember every name ever whispered beneath their branches. His hand moves to another book.
There are stories of wandering stars, sleeping dragons, tiny villages hidden inside giant flowers, and places that no map has ever dared to draw. He looks back towards you. The world is far larger than most people imagine, and every traveler sees a different piece of it. For a quiet moment, the fire is the only sound between you. Then he smiles once more. Perhaps one evening I'll share one of them with you. As though the inn itself has been listening, a small brass bell above the front door gives a single gentle ring. Someone else has arrived.
The gentle sound of the bell fades into silence. The innkeeper looks toward the door before quietly setting the last journal back upon the shelf. For a brief moment, neither of you moves. It is almost as though the inn itself is listening. The old wooden door slowly opens. A cool evening breeze drifts inside, carrying the scent of rain and pine. A traveler stands quietly in the doorway. Their cloak is heavy with rain. Their face is hidden beneath a weathered hood. For a long moment, they simply stand there, taking in the warmth of the fire. The innkeeper offers the same gentle smile that welcomed you. No questions, no surprise, only quiet kindness. "Welcome," he says. "You've come a long way." The traveler gives a small nod. Without another word, they step inside and close the door behind them. The rain becomes little more than a distant whisper. The innkeeper reaches for another cup. He places the kettle over the fire once more. As the water begins to warm, he glances toward the shelves filled with countless journals. Then he looks back at the traveler. A knowing smile crosses his face. "It has been many years," he says softly, "before anyone has brought a story quite like yours." The fire crackles gently. The lanterns sway outside the windows, and somewhere beyond the quiet forest, another story is about to begin. The innkeeper gently places another log upon the fire. The flames rise for a moment before settling into their quiet dance once again. Outside, the rain continues to fall. Inside, the warmth of the wandering inn gently embraces every soul beneath its roof. He looks toward you with the same peaceful smile that welcomed you through the door. "I hope you found a little rest tonight," he says softly. "The road will always be there tomorrow, but for now, let the fire keep watch until morning." He slowly turns down the last lantern near the window. The room grows a little dimmer. The fire becomes the brightest light in the inn. Somewhere upstairs, the old floorboards sigh. The kettle hums quietly beside the hearth. Everything feels exactly as it should. Beyond these walls, countless roads still cross the world. Countless travelers are still searching for a place to rest. And somewhere beneath the whispering pines, the wandering inn will be waiting, just as it always has, and just as it always will. Until we meet again, safe travels, dear traveler, and may your next story always find its way home.